Good afternoon. Good afternoon. What am I talking about? Good morning, everybody. Welcome to our first of two live Ask Max sessions. For those of you that are in boot camp tonight, hold on to your hat. In fact, all of you, anybody that is watching this live on Facebook, anybody that is watching this live on LinkedIn, or if you catch the rebroadcast on my YouTube channel, hold on to your hat. All right. I did a coaching session this morning with one of my students. And before the session started, I heard something on the news. 1 in 8 retirees plan to go back to work this year. 1 out of 8. And so what I did was I went over to the internet and I checked. There are 7 million people on LinkedIn that are retired. So what we did in the session is we went and did a search for retired people. You go on the internet, you can check it. 1 in 8 retirees plan to go back to work. Nearly half of baby boomers have no retirement savings. So we went on LinkedIn and we searched for retired people. Out of those 7 million, we broke it down by profession. And then what we did was we checked their connections because they've been on LinkedIn for a long time. And we found 12 nurses that had updated their profiles and they were retired. 12. We reached out to 6 of them. 3 of them wrote back right away. All 3 of them are interested in looking at the network marketing business in question. 3 out of 3. I think that the numbers are going to be astronomical. We actually came up with some scripts. John, you're going to love this. Okay, you're going to love it. You're all going to love it. And the timing couldn't have been better. Timing couldn't have been better. So there are people that you may already be connected to. I'm going to jump over to my LinkedIn profile. See how many people I'm connected to that are retired. So I have 411 people that I'm connected to that are retired. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. In boot camp tonight, when we talk about connecting with people, I'm going to take the scripts that we use to get these people talking. And this is going to be a game changer for so many people, especially those of you that have already been actively networking on LinkedIn. If we go over here, So there's 7,230,000 people in my network that are retired. 1 out of 8 people coming out of retirement. That's 840,000 people. Then you think out of 840,000 people, you could find 20 people that would be interested in your opportunity? I mean, folks, face it. Finding a new job is not going to be easy for these people. Man, I love this. I love my job. Let me there's always something new. Always something new. So I've been talking about this for the last 2.5 weeks, quoting Dr. Robert Schuller. What would you attempt to do if you knew you could not fail? What would you do? What would you attempt to do in network marketing if you knew you couldn't fail? How would you feel if you knew that you could build your business on LinkedIn and Facebook in an hour or 2 a day? For those of you that are students, you're in the process of mastering this. Let me just see who's here. How would you feel if you knew that you could talk to perfect prospects about your business every day? Again, how would you feel if you knew that you could recruit 5 to 10 people into your business every month? And how would you feel if you knew that you could become a top earner in your business before the end of the year? That, my friends, is how you're going to feel when you master this process. Again, the Bruce Lee quote, I fear not the man who has practiced 10,000 kicks once. I fear the man who has practiced one kick 10,000 times. The good news is you don't have to practice this 10,000 times. You might have to practice it 300 or 400 times, and you'll pick this right up. You have unlimited access to people. You will soon be able to spot a perfect candidate for your business just by looking at their profile, reaching out, making the connection. Boom. You know you have what they need. Your one kick step to mastering every social network is my 4-step formula. It hasn't changed since AOL. And you got 100 times more information about people. And my God, you certainly have a wider audience of people to talk to. Create your page. It starts with your page. Your page has to resonate with the people that you are trying to meet, that you are trying to talk to. And I'm telling you, just from this one experience, I have 3 coaching sessions today. John, I'm going to show, we have a session today. When you see this, I'm telling you, you're going to go wild. You're going to go wild. Your profile becomes a magnet for these people. Connect with the people that you're already connected to. Reconnect with them. Start a conversation. The script that we came up with on the fly today was, I'll say it, brilliant. And then it's all about communicating with people, because you got 7 million people on LinkedIn that are flat out retired. You got baby boomers. Talk to them. Use my scripts. Qualify the people that clearly need what you want. They need to make money. They're not going to find a job so easily. And all you have to do before you start talking about your business is find out what their experience with network marketing is. I've got a transition line. Everyone we use it on this morning wanted more information. And close the people that need what you have, because you're offering these people an opportunity to earn income remotely from home with a small investment. It's so simple, anyone can master this. And frankly, the older you are, the more credibility you're going to have with these people. Ron Federico, when we started working together, was building a Melaleuca business. Didn't take him long, he became an executive director. Not only did the scripts work for him, it works for everybody on his team. Joni, since starting boot camp, I enrolled 6 new friends, helped an associate enroll her first. I'm in conversation with many more, and I use your strategy of private messaging those who like and comment on my posts. That's all it is. It's right there in front of you. There are new features and new actions that are producing immediate results that lead to sales. I'm talking immediate results. And there are new categories of prospects anxious to join your business. So, for those of you on Facebook or LinkedIn that are watching this, for those students that have been sitting on the sidelines and not taking action, a journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. The secret of getting started, getting ahead, is getting started. The secret of getting started is breaking down your complex, overwhelming tasks into a small, manageable task and then starting on the first one. So, for those of you that are in boot camp, whatever is holding you back, whatever is preventing you from reaching your goal, got the solution. I want to fast forward because I talked about this the other day and I couldn't find it. The fastest growing top earners in your business in network marketing today will tell you that they owe their success to LinkedIn and Facebook. And they have fast growing teams of people enrolling their best new customers and distributors in less than an hour a day. And the new recruits are doing the same thing within a few days of joining their business. But no one is willing to tell you how they did it unless you're on their team. Now, we did a little survey yesterday, and there are 5 companies that I am working with, the top earners in these companies. And yet, if you're not on their team, you don't know anything about this. Why would someone on another team tell you about this? You're their competition. So we've talked about how you can start conversations immediately on Facebook that can result in a few sales by changing your profile photo. I was talking to George Ruiz, who's a good friend, $1 million earner in 5 companies. He's been following me since the AOL days. He has one of his leaders that's also $1 million earner that he connected with back when we were talking about AOL. So I told him, I said, George, you're not going to believe this. Change your picture on Facebook. Watch what happens. So we did it at 5:55 on the 17th. By the end of the day, it had 193 people like it. 43 people made comments. 4 people shared it. You want to talk about opportunities to re-engage people and talk to them about your business? Change your picture. You can help your new recruits make a few sales immediately on Facebook before they make their traditional warm market list and start making calls. You change your picture. Somebody that you are connected to. Somebody that would be on your warm market list. Somebody that you would have called to tell about the business. If you got Betty on the phone and you followed that script they gave you, if you were lucky, she would just turn you down without maybe laughing at you and saying, I can't believe you bought into another one of those pyramids. You've talked those pyramid schemes. This is the fourth one you've told me about. Give me a break. I'm not interested. Instead, you change your picture. Mary reacted to it. You reach back to Mary and say, Mary, it's been a while since we talked. I'm so glad that, you like my picture. What are you doing these days? What's new? Mary comes back and tells you what's happening. 85% of the time, when you ask somebody what they do, people will come back and ask you the same question. Follow the script. You bring Mary into your business. The same Mary that would have shot you down if you picked up the telephone and called her. And now you have Mary, who's been on Facebook forever, do the same thing. Mary, change your picture. And she's going to have dozens of her people, dozens of people that she knows, reach out to her, just like they did with George. And that's an opportunity for her to talk to them. And Mary's going to say, well, what do I say to these people? What do I say? And all you're going to say to them is, Mary, just scroll up and look at what I said to you. And when Mary starts reaching out and reacting to the people that liked her picture, she's going to pick up 2 people that are going to get in her business. Maybe more. Then you help Mary help those 2 new people do exactly the same thing. Change your picture. Open up your settings. Make sure you're visible. You're not going to talk to everybody that reacted. You're going to talk to the people that clearly need what you have, want what you have. You're going to talk to people that are clearly ideal candidates for your business. My God, you have access to 1 billion, 10 million people on LinkedIn. Why would you talk to somebody that doesn't have the skills, that doesn't have the experience, that doesn't have the circle of influence to be successful? So you help Mary help those 2 people, and they do exactly the same thing. Now, I've seen cases where people just changing their picture on Facebook end up having a small team of people before they ever got their products. Now, it's not what works, my friends, in network marketing. It's what duplicates. Start talking to people today. Bring somebody into your business on Monday. By Wednesday, they could be talking to their friends. By Friday, they could be talking to their friends. Social networks are a great source of free leads. And if you're not on LinkedIn, my friends, you have missed the boat, or you're missing the boat. I saw a cartoon once. There were 2 dinosaurs standing on the side of the water, and Noah's Ark had just left. And so one dinosaur is talking to the other one saying, was that today? Was that today? We missed it. Well, you know what happened to the dinosaurs? Let me go back. All right, so here we are over on LinkedIn. Talk to me. Who has a question? What is holding you back? What is preventing you from reaching into that huge pool of people and connecting with people and bringing them into your business? What's holding you back? Tonight, we have our second session of boot camp. Tonight, tonight will be the last night that you can register for my February boot camp. Tonight, we have the second session, Connect with People. Now, I'm going to be loading up for this session, some new scripts is going to be different than our previous session. We're especially going to be talking about connecting with retired people. We're adding that to the mix. On Thursday, how to communicate with folks. And then the following Tuesday, how to close sales. Now, you're going to want to look at the recorded sessions of our January bootcamp to pick up some of these techniques, or you could be asking me questions here. I have, because of the President's Day weekend here in the United States, you can go to maxsteingart.com. I put together a special promotion. It is only good until tonight, then it's over. Go to maxsteingart.com, use the promo /bootcamp, use the promo code Bigger Deal to drop the price to $59. It will not work tomorrow. Now, additionally, on Friday and Saturday and Sunday, I have my 3-day winter top earner retreat. Now, if you've been in any of my previous retreats, hold on to your hats. Because again, this one is going to be radically different than any previous retreat. Why? Times have changed. Things have changed. We're going to share with you one thing that hasn't changed is what the top earners in your business know but never talk about. We're going to show you how you can connect with people with large circles of influence, whether they are in network marketing or whether they are leaders employed in different professions that have lost their jobs. So for those of you that are leaders, you're already in boot camp. You're already registered for the retreat. You can share this information with members of your team. They go to maxsteingart.com/retreat. And again, this was for President's Day weekend. Use the promo code Great Deal. It'll drop the price to $99. This will only be good for 48 hours, and then it's gone. It's gone. So, again, what is holding you back? What is preventing you from talking to people? Nobody has anything to say. I'll be back at 4 o'clock. You can come back, open up, tell me what's holding you back, ask me questions. We'll dig a little deeper into, and again, as soon as you're ready for boot camp, you're going to have access to the recorded sessions of the January boot camp. You're going to find a major, major difference between what we talked about in January, connecting with people, and the one we're going to talk about tonight. Huge difference. New scripts, new categories. Remember, everything changes. So, tonight, boot camp starts 9 o'clock. All the sessions will be recorded. Anybody have any questions? Nope. John, we're on today for 11. Oh, it's 11:30. And you all are absolutely going to go wild. For those of you that are in boot camp, you start reaching out to these people that have retired. And some of you will absolutely be able to rank advance before the end of the month. Daryl, I'm going to have some time again today. Probably around 1:30 my time, but I'll reach out to you and we can get going. All right? So until next time, just remember this. You have unlimited access to people. There is nothing to stop you from talking to people every day. If you're not talking to 5 people every day about your business, and that's not hard, if you're not bringing at least 2 or 3 people into your business before the end of the month, hey, listen, I appreciate that you purchased one of my programs. I appreciate the fact that you're in boot camp. But unless you act on the information that I'm putting in front of you, nothing is going to happen. I love sharing success stories of people that are making it happen. All right. So I'm going to come back. Pop over here. All right. And I'm going to bring up a student that I started working with, I think it was 6 years ago. Now, Joanne had been in her company for 7 years. She was a customer. The person that brought her into the business was no longer in the business. So she was an orphan. 70% of the people that are in network marketing today are orphans. And what does that mean for you? That's how you can connect with people in other network marketing companies, share your social media expertise, and bring them into your business because you know how to do it on a social network. Started working with her one-on-one, and the first month she doubled her Melaleuca business. The second month it tripled. Her confidence level went through the roof, and then she realized, like so many people that I work with, that, oh my God, I can use this information. I could use this strategy to connect with people and sell them insurance. So she started to do that. And now all of a sudden, the people that she works with, the people in the corporate office, start noticing she's signing up, selling insurance policies like crazy. They asked her what she was doing. She told them, well, I'm doing this on LinkedIn. They hired her. They paid her $5,000 to teach the other agents. It worked so well that they came back 3 more times that year. Paid her $5,000. So she made an extra 20 grand training other agents. So last year in June, she's always coming back. She's always sharing, what she's done. I love it. I look forward to hearing from you when you hit. So she called in to share with everybody what was happening with her.
I mean, Max, what you've taught me, obviously I've applied to my network marketing business and it absolutely works. We know that. It's a fact. You've done it with me. You've done it with so many others. But, one of the things I always say was what you teach us, we can apply to any job. And it's the same technique. It's the same dance. And I've used it in the insurance world where I was recruiting for multiple agencies and using your technique. I remember one month I recruited 40 insurance agents
40
in 1 month. That's huge. And I know that you've worked with others that have built huge insurance agencies as well. Currently, I'm doing outside sales. I'm working for Republic Services, as you can see in my banner there. I have been with the company 2.5 months. I started in the beginning of May. And I told my manager when I was in the interview process how I thought that, I can apply LinkedIn and explode, this type of position. and it didn't register with him. And I waited, and I said, the first couple of weeks, I got to learn what I'm doing. I got that down. And then I said, I'm posting my first customer. So if you look back about a month, you'll see, Go Auto, it was my first post, nothing fancy. And then about a week ago, I think I did 5 posts in a row. And one of my posts for Red Arrow Diner has gotten over 6,000 views between two, it said, oh, do you want to post in the, restaurant group or whatever? So this one here is a nonprofit, the one that you have right there. So they do mental health. And, I've got 23 likes on that and a good number of views. This one was a little restaurant in Nashua, and I think it was over 1,100 views when I saw it last. So what I'm doing is I've got a little twist, a little auto dealership. I think that one had about 1,200 views when I first looked at it last. I'm not even really, the diner one's my favorite, the next one right there. So this diner, Red Arrow Diner, been around for 100 years. And I just posted me with some of the guys outside and one of the owners, 67 people liked it. So using your technique, I do a little post, and the only thing I'm saying about Republic Services is welcome to the Republic Services family. So just doing that, is getting more engagement, more people within the company. But just in the last week or so, I trained my group of, my office, and now I've got my division manager sending out messages talking about how because of these couple of posts that I've done, I had someone on LinkedIn that I connected with on the 25th of June with my message one that you taught, copy paste, and I got a sale from that. And this guy, he's got 10 gas stations. So I'm getting the first one in August. And, as long as we deliver, which we will, I'll end up getting 10 locations from him seeing my posts that you taught us how to do. You know what I mean? So I have a little bit of a twist, but my manager sent out a message talking about how he sees the value of what I'm doing, talking about me being 310% of budget. Then it's gone out to the region. And now one of the division managers are reaching out. They're shocked at what I'm doing. They're talking about me training their leaders and their sales force. They have 40,000 people that work for Republic Services. And this is like, breaking news, using LinkedIn to do what we're doing here. I just think super cool. It's like throwing that pebble in the water. And I just want to let you know, it's still having the ripple effect from what you and I have done.
So I have, I think 3 people on here or everybody that's on here, I think is a student. But I have 3 people here that are contemplating one-on-one coaching.
Why are they doing that, Matt? There's no question. The one-on-one coaching is where this all clicked for me. You know what I mean? And after like my second session with you, we fixed the profile. You showed me the basics. I started running with it. I couldn't sleep at night. Once we started having our one-on-one sessions. I was getting up at 3, 4 in the morning, and I would start doing my connections, doing what you taught me. And as if you go back through our, trail there, I enrolled 3 people in one day when I was doing the network marketing. I got paid $5,000 to do 3 LinkedIn trainings for one of the insurance groups. Your training, your one-on-one coaching has opened up so many doors for me. So as time goes by, I always like to give you an update to let you know how I'm doing, but it all stems back to that one-on-one training that we did. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Were you surprised at how fast everything started to happen?
Initially, yeah. I mean, like, Max, I knew about you. I've heard about you from years before you and I had gotten together. I've watched some of the webinars that you had, but I mean, like, immediately when we first started working together, it just was like a snowball effect. But when I take that into other areas and see how it explodes, like, I can't tell you how excited I am about what I'm doing now. Seeing it with my upper management, how they're all like super excited. Many of those people that like this post are at Republic Services, the 67, and many of them I weren't connected to. So it was a layup in growing my connections. So every time you look at my connections, it grows, and it doesn't take a ton of time. You put in 20, 30 minutes a day, but it's really hard to not want to keep going because it's so much fun.
Well, think about the ripple effect. coming to this company, you're introducing them to something new. How big is the company?
We service about 14 million customers across the country, but there are about 40,000 people that work at Republic Services. And I'm just one of them. And literally, I'm getting attention from across the country with what I'm doing. I'm even getting competitors sending me messages that are like, I wish I did that when I was with the company, or you know what I mean? Like, people are like, how brilliant. And it's such a simple concept. It's like giving a thank you to the customers, but it's promoting me, it's promoting the business, it's promoting, the company I work for. And it's just so simple. It's a post. You know what I mean? It takes 10 minutes to put it together.
And that's, my friend, one of the things that I emphasize in our current boot camp, because it's not just about the conversation you have. It's about your activity. It's about putting things out there that people can see, that people can react to, that people can respond to, that the ripple effect of that is indescribable. Right now, I wouldn't be surprised in 6 months if you got, I don't know if you're looking for it, major promotion, maybe VP of training.
I can totally see something like that, coming down the pike if that's the path that I choose. But right now, I think that I'm just having so much fun doing this. You know what I mean? Like when you get so excited to do a job that, is fun and you enjoy it, I can see that happening down the road or them coming up with some sort of initiative. But for now, I just want to focus on this because this is just, it's totally fun. Just like when building network marketing business this way, it's far more fun than asking friends to come over and, could you please come over and doing it in all, what I mean? Way more fun.
Well, Joanne, it was wonderful to hear from you. Again, congratulations are once again in order. For me, it's going to be enjoyable to watch your career blossom, as a result of, what I taught you. But, you've added your own little spin to it. I mean, I love that line. Let's talk trash.
Thank you.
It's terrific. Thanks again for sharing your story, and congratulations.
Thank you. And anyone, on the fence, don't hesitate. Max's time is limited. And, if you get the opportunity to work with him, he is truly a guest. So thank you again, Max.
Thank you. Now, we'll see you tonight at 9 o'clock for boot camp. We sent out a promotion for the President's Day weekend, a special promotion for coaching. I've had 3 people pick it up, so check your email. I've got room for 2 more people to sign up for coaching, and there's a significant discount. Maybe you'll be one of the lucky 2. We'll be back at 4 o'clock. Until then, best of luck in building your business. God bless. Sonia, you close that account. The one that's open, sure, you could change the URL. Why not? Anything that was on the old account that you want to use to the new account, just move it over. Move it over. We'll catch up to all of you tonight.